Hey everyone, this is Landon and I am back. Unfortunately, my setup is not as good as I would like it to be. My fill light had broke um, in last episode. The clip pretty much disintegrated, and now I'm just dealing with this one light that I have. So the lighting is a little bit off, and I guess I have a few things that I wanted to talk about. So the first of all is I was going to make a third episode of the discipline versus motivation. And at that point, I was not including any sort of video. I was just using my voice, the voice recording. But now I decided to start using some video. The video quality will get better with time, but this is kind of just the starting point of where I am at. I'm also going to be doing some reaction videos as well to certain like popular clips from nowadays. So pretty much this is going to be the first episode of 3 on comfort and complacency, and I'm going to keep it pretty brief. Honestly, I didn't really have too much motivation to keep up with this podcast series for the past week or so, or maybe actually it's been a few weeks since I made the last one that I don't know if I've already mentioned, but I wasn't able to upload it. But now you can expect to see my face, and the quality will increase with time. I'm in a pretty boring room right now, but that will also probably change as well. So I'm just going to kind of riff off of some of the things I see when it comes to comfort and complacency and kind of go from there. Usually, I like to structure these videos with um, a outline that I have like usually 3 points I want to talk about. But yeah, I'll just kind of keep this simple and talk about comfort and complacency in my life. So before I get too personal, I guess I want to just say that um, with this being the beginning of 2026, I think that it's a motivating time for a lot of people um, to change their life. Like if you watch my previous episodes on discipline and motivation, which not many have, I think there's only 11 views, but uh, I previously stated that one of the issues with um, this New Year's motivation is that people actually don't often stick with their New Year's resolutions. Um, I would say in my own life, I notice that there is some complacency um, over the past months, years. In particular, there are certain things that I really want to um, be different, to be in different life circumstances. I think this is a very common feeling for a lot of people nowadays. I mean, FOMO is everywhere. This is the internet age. So this is pretty normal. And I realize that that is something that I'm experiencing. And I try not to like psych myself out and think that like I'm the only one who feels this way, feels this need to be in a different place where than I'm currently at. Um, you may have just noticed that the air conditioning just came on. Well, actually, it's the heat, but uh, anyway, um, yeah, I'm not gonna dive too much into comfort and complacency in this episode, but I wanted to emphasize that complacency is pretty common. It's not always actually a bad thing, as long as you're just treating it realistically. Complacency is negative when we see certain detrimental things that just don't really feel like that they are gonna change in the long term, and that they are gonna um, bring a person on a negative path. Um, I wish I had some specific examples, but like I said, I'm just kind of getting back into the podcast, so bear with me. And I don't want to promise too much, but I think things will get better with time. So a little all over the place, but I guess the main message of this podcast for today is that we might look at ourselves as being complacent in this negative light. It doesn't have to be that way. Change can take a lot of time. I think there's a way that you can intervene into accelerating that change. I'm trying that with my own image on social media, trying to kind of accelerate this change. But yeah, I think that it's actually okay to have some complacency in your life. So for the next episode, I'm going to have a few topics in particular that I'm going to talk about, and yeah, kind of go from there. But welcome back to my videos, and I will be continuing to use this format. So I hope everyone has a great rest of January. Is coming to a close soon. I'm currently going through dealing with a winter storm, so just kind of hunkered in on this Sunday evening, and yeah, don't really know how to close this off other than recommend to subscribe and like this video.